just in the nick of time. Missed it by that much. And loving it. Hi, I'm late. Did you miss me? I missed you. Everybody. I need a hug. Would you like a hug? I have free hugs. Playing for Rockstar. Pure zero. Still acts like sugar. Body still thinks it's sugar. Drink up. So sour it made me cough. Do you know why I was late? Guess why I was late? Oh, I need a sound check. Can you even hear me? Ow! My thumbs are cracked and they hurt. See, they're cracked. It's like what's her name? Let me see if I can find it. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Let me see. Who are the people that Judge? Okay, I don't see anybody on. Where am I? There you are. Anybody on? Yep. Sound works. Yay. Okay, so here it is. Here it is. Video. Everybody was laughing so hard after this that it was just hilarious. Let's see. There's a bunch of stupid shit. Let me see if it's got videos. It was hilarious because she was all, oh my ankle, oh no, it's not her. Why is this? Oh, what's her Harding? Let me get this. Hold on. Don't see anybody popping on there. Hi, Cloud Hub. I really love you, Cloud Hub. Whoever's watching, popping into view. You're amazing. You're all amazing. Seriously. No bullshit. You guys are amazing. You people on Cloud Hub who watch everybody make it meaningful that we know that people are actually watching, and it is refreshing to know that Cloud Hub is true with their numbers, unlike YouTube and every other platform. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah. Videos. Oh, here she is. Oh my god, we were laughing so hard. Seriously. Let me see if I can pull this up. No. Just go to Lucy. Just let her leave before she hurts herself. Wait till you see this, you guys. Hold on. Here it is. I found it. Oh my god, my cat. I see my cat. Come here. Come here. Up. There he is. There he is. See if I can pull it down to some. So you can only see him. He's got a fluffy tail. Fluffy. He got mad at me earlier. He had all these tree things all over him, and I'm like brushing him off, and he's all, stop. I'm like, no, you just wait. He's all hissing, and he swats at me. I'm like, wait till I tell you the story about the emu. You'll have to wait, buddy. Ah, the reason why I was late, it was an emergency. I needed a chocolate emergency. There was no chocolate in the house. Nothing. It was very sad. I had to do something drastic. I left it 7 minutes after 10. And that's how long it took me. And then they wouldn't take cash. And then they advertised their Chex Mix for $2.59 a bag on all the hanging up ones. And they had them all filled with different flavors and stuff. And they all said $2.59. So I grabbed a flavor I wanted. $4.89. I'm like, they all say $2.99. Then they wouldn't take cash. And I'm like, how does this work? Oh, and then it was shift change. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's okay. Like, whatever. Yeah. Some things I'm okay, other things, no. You have to take our cash. You cannot say no cash. So that is that. Fair use. I will be using things that the federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Warning, Will Robinson. Warning. Warning, Will Robinson. Warning. I'll probably be talking about this tonight. We'll be getting back on track with that. I'll be talking about this tonight. And definitely be talking about this because, hold on. There we go. We'll be talking about this because it is unusually strange weather that we're having here right now in Colorado. Unless the weather that we have been having. Did I say that right? If the weather that we have been having hasn't been the real weather, then this weather makes sense. But if that weather was the real weather, then this weather doesn't make sense because it should be 90 degrees and summer already. But I think, and it's just seemingly normal to me for this area because that was something that I remembered when I moved here was that it stays cold here and rainy through up and into and sometimes through May. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. It's stuck. Something stuck. No. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, I see a comment. Let me go there. I bet you it's Jen. Hi, Jennifer. Happy Friday. Glad to see you too. Happy Friday. Work was awesome today. I don't know if you heard me talking about the emu, but he's been quite aggressive. Yeah, he's pretty much my stalker now. Moo Moo the emu. Yeah, he's quite the character. I figured he's demonized, and there's a because I have all the other animals on the place are completely fine, and then there's this pig in this one area that the pig is isolated from the other animals because the other animals don't like this pig. So I also said the pig was demonized because it doesn't make any sense to me why these animals are attacking me and biting me. The pig bit me in the leg. Now, this pig had very large teeth. We're talking, I don't know if you've seen teeth before on a pig, but they're not pretty and they're very large. And he could have hurt me. He could have took a chunk out of my leg. He could have, but he didn't. He was telling me he didn't like me and for me not to come around him. It was very clear. And I'm like, hey, I can respect that. You respected me enough not to take skin off of my body and make me bleed. I'm happy with that. I can genuinely appreciate your directness and I will avoid you at every cost. But I'm also respectful. I'm not disrespectful to these animals. I don't throw things at them. I don't look at them side eye. I don't do any of that weird stuff. I'll feed them if I have snacks, that kind of thing. All the other animals are fine. I talk to the peacocks when I come to work every morning, and they talk back. So it's pretty funny. The dogs all come and greet me. But the emu, he's pretty funny. He's fixated with my blue gloves, wants them, bit me wearing them. So when he comes around, I have to change gloves. Can't wear those. But he'll still stalk me at the gate. No, no, no. Hear my cat back talking? Too funny. So, yeah. So if I turn my back on the emu who chased me today, and there were people there, and they warned me that he was coming. It was funny. And I had a rake or something. And I turned around, put the rake up. And of course, when he's coming in for the attack, he raises up 2 feet taller and fluffs out all his feathers. And then he's a freaking lizard. Emus are lizards, aka serpents / dragons. You should hear the way this thing talks to me. I'm sitting there going, this is a freaking lizard dragon thing. The gluttural utterances that were coming from this thing's, oh my God. I was cracking up. I'm like, now I bet you God did not make the emu. I bet you the emu, because it's backwards. It's like the flamingo. The flamingo is a beautiful creature, though, but it has, the weird legs, right? Well, that's the way the emu legs are, which I think, aren't the ostriches like that too? So when they sit, they're like freaking creepy as fuck. Excuse my French. Seriously, it's creepy as shit how they lie in wait. And I'm going to start videotaping this. Let's see. Jennifer's making some comments here. Yep, and they were part of it. Yep, it's just one emu. Maybe he needs a friend. Why are your dogs going nuts? Oh, they hear my cat. Oh my God, that's funny. Now he's laying on the floor. You gotta see this because I told him he had to go wait. This is what he does. You see him down there? That's what he does. He goes and waits. He's very smart. Of course, I threaten him. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I do sort of, but he doesn't listen. He listens, but He knows I don't give in too. So he goes and lays down and waits. Like, you gotta go lay down and wait because I'm not getting up right now. Especially, it's like right when I get ready to eat, I'm like, no, sorry, you missed your chance. I asked you and you said no. I'm like, sorry, now I'm busy. So funny. So he does that and he waits patiently. And then he'll get tired of waiting and then he'll go by the door and he'll be rude again. Oh, plug for Rockstar. I'm going to be up all night again. But it doesn't matter because I get woken up every night anyways. But I'm not going there. Anyways, okay. So not this. He has friends. Walter is his friend. Walter, I told Walter. Walter is the guy that does like and the tractor and all that stuff, and puts in things, pole, does all that. Well, get ready, Jennifer. They're gonna start barking again. Hey, hey, hey. No. This cat cracks me up back talking the way he does. It's so funny. No. No, you'll have to wait. And I won't let him sit by the door and demand to be let out either. I don't. Homie don't play that game. But yeah. Sorry, Jen. The emus need friends too. He has a friend. Walter's his friend. Walter hugs him and loves him and calls him George. No, I'm just kidding. But he's all, really? He doesn't. What? I don't. Moomoo's nice. I'm like, no, Moo is not nice. And then when I said he was demonized, it made Walter think. He's like, no. Well, maybe. And then when I said the pig was too, he's like, well, maybe. I was cracking up. It was like, we had some interesting conversations today. He put in this poll and said it was very inappropriate. And I'm like, oh, absolutely. I'm sure it's definitely inappropriate. I know where you're going with that. And I really don't give a shit. I don't care about that crap anymore. Unless anybody, and if it's in general company of workers and things like that, it's like, deal with it. Like, so what? Who cares? It's funny. Okay. So it looks like a penis, whatever. It's funny. When I was in ceramics class at CMU, that's Colorado Mesa University for people that don't know what CMU is. A friend of mine and I'm so glad I said that correctly. A friend of mine and ex-friend, well, I'll still be friends with her once she apologizes. But anyways, we wreaked havoc in ceramics class. We drove our ceramics teachers crazy. We made penises and put them everywhere. And now, mind you, at the time, which I'm not now, at the time I was a big fat lesbian. Huge. I mean, I wasn't big. I was big, but I wasn't. Well, yeah, I guess it was fat too. But I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I was just like a really big gay presence, so to speak. Yeah, I got stories. I got so many stories. Memoirs, which is what I was gonna. I don't know. Was I talking about it earlier? Where was it? Where did I put it? Oh, I don't remember. Journey or something. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. There it is. That's what I'm going to do. My memoirs are on. The Journey Begins by Milo, which I'm phasing that name out because that came along with the gay thing. Well, I guess it didn't, though. Sort of, but not really. I'll have to think about that one. So yeah, that's interesting. So I went to the store today, and I'm not too happy with what I got, but that's okay because it's only an interim. And the fact that I did a chocolate emergency run and I haven't devoured one package yet is absolutely amazing. Tomorrow I have to work planting again. Oh, I might get to do more irrigation. I installed an entire irrigation on the garden for this 5-star B&B, but I'm going to make it more pretty. I'm going to make it more pretty. I think he's realizing that he picked somebody perfect for the job that he needed me to do. Because it's like, he asked me, hey, are you up for, have you ever done irrigation? Like drip irrigation before? I'm like, well, I've repaired it, but I haven't done like, install start to finish or anything. And I'm like, but if I watch a couple of videos, I could probably do it. And he's like, well, yeah, do that. Watch a couple of videos and then let me know tomorrow what you think. And so I let him know. I'm like, yeah, sure, I could do that. So he had all the stuff and said, here you go, do it. So I did it from start to finish. Nobody at a time. I just kind of watched a couple of videos, that kind of thing. And did fairly well, I think. I could have, used less on the 1/4-inch hose, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to split them off and tease anyways, which is fun. Which is kind of what I think I expected, and that's why I made them extra long anyways. He's working his way closer to the door again. Pretty soon you'll hear him in the background again, Jen, because the dogs will start barking, I'm sure. So funny. Yeah, typical. So, yeah, work is an interesting place. There's like, oh, I'm going to make a video trailer. I think what I should do is I should make a video trailer of where I work, the animals, the places and stuff like that. And then when I go to clean next weekend, after we get done, I'll take pictures inside of the places that I'm cleaning, which I think is all the places. I'll do a video for him, and I'll put music to it. And okay, Jen, let me know when the dogs start barking. He's getting impatient, but I'm like, oh, sorry. If I put on anything, then YouTube will kick me off. And I just figured I'd just come on and talk about stuff and then go from there. Oh, let me go back to the comments. What graphics did I show? Oh, yeah. I make all my graphics. I do all my graphics. Oh, he was just talking to what he said that was inappropriate. It wasn't anything that he said. It was the post that he went and they were building this fence and they had these fence posts, the round ones, the big round ones like that. And I had noticed earlier there, passing to go by the restroom, that they had set aside a few of those posts that were odd shaped, and there was one that was completely curved like that. It was like bowed. And so I remember that in the back of my mind when Walter came around, because I had said, because we have like this water spigot attachment that has 4 hose attachments that we wanted to attach hoses to, and the timer to for the irrigation in the garden. And it was pulling the spigot off the wall, the stucco and stuff. So I told him, I said, well, let's put in a post that you could mount the equipment on the post, because I've seen that in other places. And it seems to hold the weight well and work well. So he got that post, and then we brought that over. And I said, well, you should use the one that's not usable for the fence post, the one that's bowed. So he had to ask permission. He got permission. So we put that in the ground, and it looked like a penis sticking out of the ground because it was all bowed and crooked and stuff. So that was what he was referring to. And he never said it, and he never implied it or anything like that. He just said it was completely inappropriate. And I knew I didn't even have to look at it because I was already there. I'm like, well, that completely looks like a, yeah. It was funny. I thought it was funny. Well, it is what it is. No, not the drip irrigation is basically the black plastic. It's like the main stuff that they use is like a 1/2 inch. It's not like PVC because it's more flexible and you can bend it, but you're not supposed to bend it, but and you can poke holes in it to add bubblers and things that regulate the water at certain drip capacities and stuff like that. Then you can hook up little extenders and tubes that go off and hook up bubblers at the ends of those, and things like that. But there's no brass or anything that's involved. That's I've only encountered the brass fittings on the swamp coolers. And I don't even know if I don't even think that's on like air conditioner stuff, because that's just strictly AC. Electricity. There's no water or anything like that going through, but it's definitely on water coolers, because I just had to go and buy the sleeve, the ferrule, and the nut for the cooler, the swamp cooler, and the fittings for both. So he's back, Jen. No, you're gonna have to wait. You gotta wait. You have to wait. I guess I could let him out. Here, hold on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, be nice. And Dimples is waiting outside the door. Dimples is my roommate's cat, and his brother's name is Rocky. So there's Dimples and Rocky. And they're almost identical twin cats. They, I think, were actually, of course, they're just a little bit different, but they are the same cat, sort of. Characteristics, either that or it's a breed thing or something like that, because it's way too spot on. Like, I caught them on camera yawning at the same time. Great picture. And then I just catch them doing stuff. Like, they'll be sitting together and they groom each other and stuff like that. And they're neutered and everything. Have been since they're ragdoll cats. So you can hold them anyway. They're okay. But they're funny because they'll lay a certain way, but then the other one will lay exactly the same way. Like, they'll have like paw in and a paw out. Exact same position though. Exact same position. We're talking the same. Even the way they're laying around each other. And when they change, they change. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. But that totally is the twin part of it coming out, because it's, of course, you see it when they're together. You don't see it when they're apart, but it is what it is. Rockstar plug. Last goofy sour phase. Oh, I'll probably be streaming on Rumble soon instead of I don't know. I think I need to get I think I need to get more familiar with OBS so that I can stream on all my platforms at the same time. Because I have like 12 platforms, I think. But not all of them you can stream on for free though either. So that's going to be limited. Oh, um back to the emu. Yes, I'm definitely going to start filming this emu because it's funny, first of all, and people think I'm upset about it, but I'm like, no, not at all. I don't care. He can't hurt me. I'm like, that bird can't do anything to me. I'm not worried about that. I mean, it could peck me in the face or something like that, but I'm not going to let it do that. But it's still funny that it has found a way to make me, I mean, he follows me. If he's at the gate when I come in, and it's like a half a mile to where the end of the property where I work, he will walk down and follow me all the way down there and come and harass me. And then the little Pomeranian chased him off. Then it was funny watching my boss run after the little Pomeranian. Get back here. Get back. I was cracking up. Well, the dog could have got trampled by the emu because their legs, I mean, they're like muscle, just pure muscle. Just completely trampled that dog. But it was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. Even when the emu is so aggressive, I'm cracking up because I haven't done anything other than wear blue gloves. I mean, that's the only thing that he's taken to is the blue gloves. He takes everything out of my pack on my panniers on my bicycle. It's like a over rack bags that go over like your rack. They're called panniers, and I keep on like my lock and my backup umbrella, just things like that. My cooler, my little hand cooler thing, and he'll go and pull all of my shit out of my bags, looking for those blue gloves. And he'll grab one and take off with it. It's funny as shit. I'm gonna have to get that. Would be a good one. That would be a good video. He'll be famous on TikTok. No, he does not like me. I know when animals like me and when they don't like me. This animal does not like me. The way that he talks to me, it's like a lizard. I'm not even exaggerating. Wait till I get some video of it, Jennifer. I'm not even kidding. Wait till I get some video of it and you hear how he talks to me. And it's just like, I kind of laugh because I'm like, you're a creation. You are not, you're a lizard bird thing. You're not a true bird. You're a lizard bird. You're a cross. You're a trans bird. What? How would you even say that? Trans. Would that be transfoul? Oh, I feel this is going off in a really bad direction. And I'm definitely going to take notes. Well, I mean, it's like every freaking. Have you noticed? Like, I watched Survivor on CBS live because that's the show I want to be on. So that's the only show I watch. It's what I like. So I watch Survivor. So I'm have to watch commercials only because I'm too lazy to mute it or deal with whatever. But it still gives me an idea of what people are still being brainwashed with. That it just keeps. It's just nonstop entertainment, to be honest with you, to see because every commercial is either pharmaceutical. Let's see, what's the other one? Food, like fast food, junk food, pharmaceutical, and then there's food, pharmaceutical. What's the other one? Now I forgot where I was going with this. Yeah, I'm losing it. I'm tired. I've been working my ass off this week. I have planted probably over 100 plants, and I have been in the process of beautification because it's like rocks everywhere. So, I mean, the first job I had when I showed up to work for this guy, I moved rocks out of the pet pen because they were tripping rocks. Rocks people would trip on, like elderly would trip on and stuff like that, even down to, weird size rocks. So I moved all that stuff out of the way. And I basically worked myself into a pretty good job. And I really like working for this guy. He's a good guy. But he's taken it upon himself to entrust in me my eye on things. Because he continues to ask me to do continue on with stuff like, I know when I do my video, I'll make up a video and show you all the work that I've done. But I have to dig a hole. Most of the holes were already there, but they were so small that the plant didn't have any place to grow because it was like impacted in rocks and there was no soil. So I just went to work because I knew exactly what he was talking about, what he wanted me to do. He didn't have to show me. He just told me what he wanted. And I'm like, okay. So I've been doing that. And I've just been, putting beautiful rings, fixing it all, and then putting all the mulch back over the top, doing the rock decoration around it and stuff like that. Just really making everything look really, really nice. And it's just it's beautiful. And he's got this pond that the water's finally filled in, and he doesn't even have to irrigate the plants around the pond because the pond waters it that way, and that's great. But he's got roses, every kind of flower you can think of, every kind of climbing flowering plant. He's got them started, and we did. I have a feeling he's going to ask me to start the drip irrigation on the other house tomorrow, and start getting that all set up because that's going to be a project. But it shouldn't take too long because it's all outside, not in beds. It's just each. I'll have to. I don't know if he's going to want to bury the hose though. If he wants to bury the hose, that's going to be a project. But I don't think so. I think we'll just run it. It will be hard to use. We can't do curves on it though. But anyways, that's boring stuff. Boring, but I love it. Hands in the dirt. I get to hear the Colorado River in the background. It's wonderful. They got like a little trailer down by the river that they rent out as well. It's like 5 different properties they rent out on this Airbnb. It's beautiful. They're putting in a volleyball court, a net and court, and then sand pit, whatever. And then he's making a little like river feature next to the volleyball court and by the horseshoe area. That's a river feature that's going to have like these rocks and water coming out and flowing down through the middle of the backyard area. So I have a feeling he's going to have me help with that as well. So I'm like, yes, I'm really enjoying working. I'm everything I do, I would do for God. I'm constantly talking to Him, and it's like I just try to do the best job I can in everything that I do. I've never been a slacker. I just plus I love flowers and planting and stuff like that. It's just something about it, and having the capacity to have somebody have all the necessities like the fertilizer and the extra dirt and the sand, and because I'm like I had like 5 all the extra plant buckets that I was left over with. I was reusing those to put one I had sand in, one I had the fertilizer in. 2 or 3 of them I had extra soil in that I was using to move around, to add to ones that I had to make bigger, or things like that. And I was like really using the little assembly setup I had. I was using everything and reusing everything and not throwing anything away or putting it on a dirt pile or anything like that. I was moving it along and it kept using stuff. So yeah, it's like it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. And then I have this other opportunity that I'm going to check out next week. I just have to send them in a schedule thing or something tomorrow and try them out. And they can try me out, but it's a handyman service. So I would be like somebody's assistant, which was fine. It's fine with me. I don't have a car. So until I get a vehicle. But I'm hoping I can get something that's one day, a full days of work, doing not so hard work. What the hell that was. Versus, being outside all day. So I got sunburned really bad the other day. I had to take a day off because I couldn't hardly move the next day. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. Oh yeah, there's a big oven hot thing in the sky that burns you. Oh yeah, that's right. Oops. Oopsie. Oh yeah, I forgot to wear. Now I wear not a sweater, but I wear like this cotton long sleeve, and I wear jeans and stuff like that even when it's hot, because it's cooler. Might seem hotter, but it's not. It's cooler. I've been experimenting with the camera. If you notice, I've kind of changed things and doing weird things. But I found a way to have it up high and looking down like on a tabletop. So I'm anxious to start doing some things that way, like with the mud fossils, and possibly start doing some chess online. Because that could be something I can easily set up when I need to set it up. I don't have to have it set up all the time. I can just go back to the video and reset everything the way it was. That's what's so great about chess, is you can go back to where you were and still put the set away and start over and leave off, start over where you left off. But I'm trying to get back. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, so I did a couple songs, lip sync songs yesterday. I already deleted the videos because it's copyrighted me on YouTube, and it was just, it was bad. I don't like how it's glitching, so I'm going to figure out how I can record it off live streaming and then show it live streaming. Something like that. Do my own version. It's kind of funny. Let's see what else. I'm ready for chocolate. Maybe some. No, I think I'm ready for bed. So I got to work tomorrow. So maybe I'll go in early so I can get off early. So I want to go shopping. I need to go shopping tomorrow. Yes. Yes, I will go shopping tomorrow. And I have to work on the yard tomorrow. I have to do the farrows and the nuts on the cooler. So we got the padding in. And yeah, it really does, doesn't it, Jennifer? I mean, that's exactly it. It's like, how boring. This is the most boringest platform ever. I'm like, you guys suck. Yahoo Chat was more fun than you are. That was a lot of fun. I miss Yahoo Chat a lot. I miss MySpace too. Oh, my battery may run out. Where's my plug? There it is. So, Jennifer, guess what? I found. I don't know if you heard this or not, or if I said it or not. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday? I think day before yesterday. I was riding home on my bicycle, and I was walking. I didn't walk on the sidewalk. I was walking in the street, but on the shoulder, right? So as I'm crossing the little ditch area that the water's flowing across the road, on the road, whatever, I look down, just out of the blue, look down, and I see these glasses. And they're like this. You know, they're laying on the ground like this. Not these. But they're laying on the ground. And I looked at them and I'm like, that's weird. So I pick them up and I hold them up to the light, to the sun. No scratches. Nothing on them. So I take my glasses off and I put those glasses on. And would you believe that those are the same prescription that I have? And I could see so clear because mine are like these are my prescription glasses. And if you notice, they've got wear marks from my sunglasses where they made a mark from clipping on sunglasses. And then they're so scratched that it's just really, I can't really see through them. So when I put them on and I could see through it, I was like in shock. Because not only was I like in shock from it being so clear I could see, I was in shock that God just gave me a pair of glasses that I needed so desperately that I could not afford. Absolutely. They're $300 glasses. At least $250 glasses for just the normal seeing glasses. So yeah, I felt pretty blessed. No scratches and glasses, poof, just like that. Thanks, God. On the side of the road, I should have been walking on the sidewalk. So I was walking my bike. So I was too tired to walk uphill. So yeah, totally God all the way around that one. He's amazing. He really is. Have I really been talking for 49 minutes? Wow. Oh, there's new comments. Hold on. YouTube guidelines. Wow, that's what I call a God thing. Yeah, that's totally. And it just seems like he just does some of the most interesting things sometimes. Just blows me away. It really does. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to yawn. I really am tired. And I took a nap. I fell asleep when I got home after I took a shower. I just wiped out. But I made Philly cheesesteak sandwich for dinner. And I could have eaten it all, but I stopped because I didn't want to bog down my system because it's so bad for your system. And I'm already dealing with stuff. So that was really hard. I mean, I ate 3/4 of it. I got to take some pills. But I'm doing better. I'm learning how to reintroduce myself to eating normal and eating normal food and eating normally. Because for a long time, when I got my dentures, they jacked up my dentures so bad I couldn't eat with them. So I didn't. But now I have to because my system can't handle it anymore. So I have to. So just an interesting. I'm so sorry. Seriously, I think I'm gonna go. I'm almost at an hour, and I'm trying to at least stick with being. I'm working on the time thing, but I'm trying to be regular and be consistent because I know that that's a big part, and that I have a lot to say, and I think once it starts coming together, then it'll come out and be a lot easier to talk about because I have a lot to talk about, and sometimes I just get lost in all of it. So I'm going to try as best as I can to keep on track moving forward. And I want to get some new trailers ready and kind of let everybody know what's going on with what I've been working on and stuff. But I think I'm going to go and eat some chocolate and have some tea. Yes, I think I'm going to make some tea instead of drinking another Rockstar. And I'm taking off my shoes now and staying a while. And my jacket. Oh, that felt good. Yes. Alrighty. Well, Jennifer, thanks for joining me again. And sorry your dogs got all barky bark. We have a saying here in our house that when the animals get in trouble, we put them on the menu, the house menu. Pet stew. Yep, that's what happens. Pet stew. So it's a running joke we have. The cats, the brothers, and they're tabbies, both orange tabbies, are basil and oregano, or salt and pepper, whatever we want to throw in at whatever we're making for pet stew that night. If they get in trouble, and the dogs, we got the diva dog, and yeah, it's quite ludicrous. We've got quite the animal kingdom here in our house. We have 3 dogs, 4 cats, 3 kids, 3 adults, plus a teenager occasionally. Full house. And the people that built this house were all on meth. So nothing is made correctly or done correctly. So there's no insulation, there's no soundproofing, there's no, all the normal things. Yeah, there isn't any of that normal things here. Never a dull moment, Jennifer. I hear things I don't want to hear. Not even going there. Yeah. So, but I think my biggest disappointment live streaming is YouTube. That's my biggest disappointment because they won't even let you show YouTube videos on YouTube without copyrighting you. So, but I know that they're just working for the man. And I was thinking about, I think I put that in my description, that the elite are just a bunch of petulant children. We're being ruled by a bunch of petulant children. And they don't like it when we say no, and they don't like it when we reprimand them, and they don't like it when we tell them what to do and how to act and how to be moral and compassionate and empathetic and things like that. So we need to be more things like that to these people because it just irritates the fuck out of them. And I want to irritate the enemy in any way I can. Not our brothers and sisters, but the enemy. Tumble? What's tumble? What's tumble, Jennifer? I've never heard of it. Of course, I know what Rumble is. I'm trying to live stream. I want to live stream on Rumble. But it's like they charge 25. Okay. They charge like $25 just for 3 platforms live streaming on StreamYards, which is what I have. That's why I said I want to get to know OBS better so that I can stream all my platforms I can actually stream on, which would be at least 7, I think, I could stream on right now, versus the 3 that I'm restricted to. And then when I can't pay for StreamYards, then I get 1 platform I can stream on at one time for free. Yeah. Things aren't supposed to be like this. Things aren't supposed to be like this. We're not supposed to be paying for the land that we were born on. It's all wrong. Everything is wrong. They've taken everything from us. And I know we won't get it back until God comes again. But I just hope that we can save a bunch of people before he does come back and show them that it's the better way. God's definitely the better way. I don't like the darkness. Man, they are dark, and the darker they are, the darker they get. It just goes darker. It doesn't like go across a medium like this. It goes. And I can understand how it went to shit in the handbasket with the elites or with the celebrities once they captured them and put them in compromising positions with the kids and stuff. I can see how they completely used and manipulated them through all of that and dominated their lives completely. And I would say that if you looked at people like Robin Williams, you would see the extent of the turmoil that they were going through, some of them. And another thing to remember is that, yeah, and we shouldn't trust people. God is the only one we should trust, Jennifer, honestly. And I've heard people say that, that they're so close to God. I just, the things that are going on, I just don't. I'm perplexed. I'm mortified. I'm perplexed. I'm trying not to be judgmental. But it's hard to be okay with things that other people, I don't even know how to even talk about it with people anymore. Yeah, but they had agreements. Yeah, it's like that's the one of the things that I talked about, and you may remember. I think you were listening to that show, Jennifer. Was the how God was the only one that I trusted, that I loved, and that I depended on, because He was the only one that was the truth. That was the other one, the truth, the love, and what was the other one? Anyways, but it was when I did that video the other day. But it's profound because it's so interesting to see that as we do get closer to God, we get further away from our flesh, which is His intent, I'm sure. But it's really hard to live in both worlds. It's really hard to live in both worlds. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow doing brass fittings and coolers, and gardening and planting and stuff. Maybe irrigation. And I think I'm gonna think about putting in my own drip irrigation on my garden out here. And my potatoes are finally sprouting up through the ground. My strawberries are doing okay. I think they're getting too much water. The neighbor won't fix his sprinkler to stop spraying in my garden area, so I'm getting overspray on everything. Everything's getting water too much. And I'm losing my voice. Ah. Well, when you were saying that they had to agree and most sold their souls, I don't think that all of them, I don't think that all of them did that. I think what happened was that, like Epstein was part of the FBI plan or whatever to hack into these people and these groups of people and drug them. And then because they had some element of trust somewhere along the line before all this crazy shit happened, somebody trusted somebody with something. Now it could have just been teenage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's still not good. No, absolutely not. But I'm just saying it was more on that line versus, we won't go there. But once they figured out that they had a money bank by enticing these people with other things and then drugging them against their will, of course, and then putting them in these compromising positions and videotaping them and thus corrupting their persona on screen, even though it's not reality, it's still how people see it in reality. So they can hold that over their head like a carrot to always do what they say. I can see how it's very interesting. Like it was starting, I think, in the 80s, late 80s, because I could see how the conversations were going. I mean, how the lyrics were going in the music, thinking back. It's some interesting things to talk about. I just can't believe the inductive reasoning that I've been able to pull out of my life and put together so many things that it just blows my mind. But anyways, that's weird. I was typing the word money exact time said. That is funny. I'm kind of thinking it had to do with money. Oh yeah, absolutely money, because that's the all. Well, money and power and um, they're things. And it's interesting to their things are, because I think people would be shocked to know what their things are. Like I noticed people's things when I was cleaning carpet. What do people buy? What do people hoard? What do they hang on their walls? That kind of thing. And it's really interesting to see where people's minds flit and fleet in and out of things. Yeah, topics to talk about here. Yeah, money is, but I just believe that most of them were completely corrupted. Um, None of them did anything willingly with the kids, except the ones that were already, completely already gone. Like there were a few, because I had an uncle that was a pedophile, and he got to, I think, all of my sisters but one, pretty much. So it's just and then continued on to move from state to state and continue on with his abuse to other people until the day he died, I'm sure. And I was actually happy the day that he passed. When I found out, I was happy that knowing that there wasn't going to be anybody else after that. So that was comforting. But yeah, but them being entrapped, um, I think some of them totally did it willingly because they'll do anything for money. But I think that most of them didn't. I mean, they could make enough money. They didn't need to do that to get money, to have money to buy things. They didn't need to do that. They were entrapped, completely entrapped. They could buy the shit they wanted. Why would they want to do that? That's just like they set the playing field for them, just like they set the playing field for us. They just have a different script than we do. They follow a script and we don't. And that's white collar jobs too. Do you want to follow the script or do you not want to follow the script? That's the question. And I find it interesting that I've asked my white collar friends a few times now if they're affiliated with the Freemasons, and they still fail to tell me when I know that they are. How can they not be? When everything points to that they are, that all white collar jobs have influence of Freemasonry and Freemasons within their communities. All of them, everywhere, globally, earthly. We don't live on a globe. It's physically impossible for the water to fit on the globe. Wouldn't work. It would spin off. Okay. And no, gravity wouldn't hold it in. Okay. So, anyways. But yeah, I think Robin Williams was my key to understanding what they did to those people. The drag stuff was enough, like having the men dress as women and the women dress as men and all that stuff. That was, from the beginning of time as far as acting is gone. And I have a whole subject on acting and a whole subject on art and artists and not trusting any of them either. Because they're just like the white collar. They have access to the occult. They have access to the hidden knowledge. They have access to things that normal people don't. Because if they get through the right channels and know the right people and the right professors and have the right kind of art, then they get noticed by the right people in order to be brought into the fold. Yeah. They've got quite the network of things like honeycomb occult hives underground. Hives, like wasp hives. Huge. Huge. People don't want to talk about them though. And they know we got them here. And they're down there praying against all of us, putting spells and incantations on our towns and on our judges and all kinds of weird stuff going on. And photos, that's a whole nother topic too. Photos are owned by Getty, the Getty Museum. Every photo that's put on the internet is owned by the Getty Museum. Yes, interesting facts from Milo. I also have my story time coming, which I have Hind's Feet on High Places, which is a really good book if you haven't read it. I'm also going to be reading Tales of Brer Rabbit from Home on the Plantation. I think that's the name of the book. Otherwise known as the movie from Disney, Zippity Doodah. And I wonder if I'll get banned for that or dinged for that. That's funny. Alrighty, well, I'm going to take off. Yeah, Jen, that's exactly. And it's interesting that we can be here and not here at the same time. But now it's comforting knowing that, for me, anyways, knowing that I can find my joy in the Lord, even if I'm not finding that joy here. I'm still finding that joy within the Lord. And um, that is what sustains me. Because it's been a little rough. It's been a little rough trying to find that joy and sustain that without throat punching everybody. And you have to come to a place where you have to be honest with yourself about stuff. And it's like, some people don't realize how close they come to getting their lights punched out by people that have had just enough. And it isn't anything that that particular person could have done or said, that it was a accumulation of things. It could have been just the straw on the camel's back of things that have happened that day, that month, that year, that hour. And people just need to be more compassionate and kind and listen more, empathize more. I just think we could do so much more for each other, to lift each other up and to help each other feel better about ourselves. Because this world sucks and it's stacked against us. And we need all the help we can get from each other, and all the hugs we can sustain, and all the hugs that we can give. Even if we have to, that's my thing, is like, I like to hug people, so I'll give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away. And then I get all dried up and empty. And then I go see God. And then He fills me back up again. And then I go out and I hug again, hug. And I go back to God and I get filled up again. And it's this, never-ending vessel replenishing, sustaining system. I kind of like it. I kind of like that. I've had great visions. Um, God's revealed some stuff to me, and I need to start doing them. Painting, lots of painting, which I find interesting because I think it's probably showing me painting because I could actually do painting here versus like ceramics, which I can't. But I'm starting to hurt and I'm going to have to go because I need to get up and move around. So thanks for joining me again, Jen. You have a great night. And I'm not sure if you're working tomorrow, but if you work tomorrow, have a great day. I'm working tomorrow. And I probably won't be on tomorrow night, but I might be on Sunday. No, I probably won't be on Sunday either. I'll probably just get back on track and start again on Monday. And I'm shooting for the 10 o'clock slot. So if I see you, I see you. If I don't, then I'll see you when I see you. So you take care. And sorry about the dog thing. And I'll see you next time. And thanks, everybody, if you jump in and watch the replay. Thanks so much. If you have any prayer requests, please leave them in the comments, and I will definitely put you on my prayer list. Take care, and God bless everyone. Take care, Jennifer. Nice to see you again. Rest well. Bye. Take care.